spiraled. You felt everything all at once. And now your
All
body
at
is
once.
loud. Your chest is tight. Your thoughts are racing. Your emotions feel heightened. Like something is wrong. Like something needs to be fixed. But pause. Nothing is wrong. Your body is just activated. That's all this is. Not truth. Not your reality breaking. Not your manifestation falling apart. Just activation. Just energy moving fast. So don't try to fix this situation. Don't go back and replay it. Don't start rewriting what happened. Don't reach for your phone. Come back here.
Hi, Forever Girl. How are you today?
Slow down. Breathe. Gently.
I am writing my decision pages.
Just let the breath return to you. In and out. Again. In and out. Feel your body. Not the story, not the thoughts, just the body.
I'm doing pretty good. Hi, Joanna. How are you, beautiful?
The energy in your stomach, the warmth, the tension. Let it be there.
I'm about to burn these old decision papers.
Don't push it away.
Well, this old decision page, and I'm writing a new one. Because most of these I already manifested. Also, for the girlies who are trying to figure out how I manifested my weight loss, I just posted a TikTok, so feel free to go and hop and look at that.
And then falls.
I know it took 4 days, but you know, hey, I got a lot to do. Let's see. So new decision pages.
Don't run. Don't react again.
What are some decisions that you guys have made recently that you refuse to switch up on?
And notice, it's already softening. Just a little. The intensity is not as sharp as it was a moment ago. Your body is coming down on its own. Because it always does.
It always does.
You just used to interrupt it.
But we don't do that anymore.
But now, you let it finish. You let the energy move all the way through you.
Yes.
No suppression, no expression, just awareness. And as your body settles, your mind starts to slow down too. The thoughts, they're losing their grip.
So this one is called the Crash Out Cure. This is for after you react to the 3D.
And now you can see clearly again. Nothing broke, not your decision.
Because I know I react to the 3D sometimes too. I'm not perfect, but hey, there's always a solution.
You didn't undo anything. You just,
of course,
reacted for a moment. And a moment does not define you. It doesn't override your identity.
That I'm stable in all areas of my life. Ooh, okay, Erin.
Because your decision was never dependent on your emotions being perfect.
Y'all hear that? Your decision was never dependent on your emotions being perfect.
It was never dependent on you doing it right. It was final when you chose it, and it still is. So you don't go back.
I'm writing my actual journal.
You don't clean it up. You don't compensate. You return back to yourself back to awareness, back to the version of you that already decided.
Yep.
And you rest there, calm, clear, unmoved.
I uploaded it yesterday.
Nothing happened, but because nothing that happened changed who you are. So let the body finish settling. Let the breath slow. Let the mind quiet itself. And remain.
Where's my journal?
Steady. Open. Back in your place. And from here, everything continues.
Found it.
As if nothing ever needed to be fixed.
This is where I write all my decision pages. See, I used to do the 369 method. I used to do manifestation mind maps where I would put self-concept and then I would put all the things that are in my self-concept. Like when I tell y'all I know myself very well because I self-experiment on myself so much. Let's see. I used to do robotic affirmations in my journal. Yeah, I used to do like any technique you can think of, I've done it. That's why I know that you don't need them. Like, I know you don't need them motherfucking techniques. Trust and believe. Hi, honey buns. Hi, Jay. Hi, Mari. Hi, Nye. How's everyone doing?
I remember, I am
You okay?
awareness expressed as a human. I remember, awareness is infinite and eternal.
Look at these.
I remember.
Jesus.
Time.
This was my first decision pages ever.
I remember, I am not limited to this body. I remember.
That's when I first stopped doing techniques.
Experiencing through this body. I remember.
The heart, I know, right? Like I literally wrote, this is the last, no, hold on, where'd you go? Yesterday was the last day that I will commit extensive time to doing techniques. Below are all of my decisions, and they are final. And then I go into all of my decisions.
Everything I experience.
Oh my God. It's like walking down memory lane.
Source of my reality. I remember what I hold in my awareness is what I experience in my reality.
Y'all need to start reading y'all journals to see how much you've grown.
I don't have to force or do anything to manifest. I remember there are infinite ways my desire can manifest. I remember I don't have to create anything new because every reality already exists.
Okay, so let me get...
I remember reality reflects my awareness.
A pen. I need a pen, honey.
My inner state shapes my outer experience. I remember.
I bought some gel pens.
As true becomes my experience. I remember. Reality is responding to me at all times. I remember. My awareness selects my experience. I remember. Nothing exists outside of my awareness. I remember. All I have to do is change the story.
Thank you for the taps, guys.
I remember that since I am awareness, I can just decide I have my desires. I remember doubt is a response from the old self-concept.
April 29th.
I remember the 3D is a reflection, not the source. I remember I don't need to react to appearances. I remember I don't need validation or permission from the 3D. I remember the 3D is catching up to me. I remember I don't have to check for proof.
I have decided.
I remember I remain in my decision regardless of what I see. I remember I am not moved by the 3D. I remember I am the authority of my reality. I remember I am not my thoughts. I am the one who is aware of them. I remember I am not my emotions. I am the one who is aware of them. I remember awareness is the only constant. I remember everything I experience is happening within me. I remember thoughts come and go, but I remain. I remember emotions pass, but I remain. I remember I can observe without reacting. I remember I can allow everything to be without resistance. I remember I am the space everything appears within. I remember I am awareness itself. I remember that stillness creates space. I remember non-interference creates momentum. I remember that I am all that is.
Hey y'all, I'm writing my decision pages. Hi Shamark. I'm writing my decision pages because this one is, it's only a few on here that I need to still do. So we're just vibing.
I remember awareness is infinite.
I'm gonna loop this.
Eternal. I remember.
Can I loop this?
Time doesn't exist. I remember I am not limited to this body. I remember I am the one experiencing through this body. I remember I am always
I've been
present.
do nothing but noticing and observing. I feel at peace. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, Mari.
I remember I am not
I love your
bound by
reprogramming audios.
space.
Good. They're my favorite thing in the world.
remember
They are my favorite
I am
thing
the
in the
observer
world.
of everything I experience.
I've been reflecting on
I
your last 2
remember
lives, and everything
I
is
am
clicking
the
for me.
source of my reality.
Because I was going to have to start harassing you after a little bit, Shamar.
Experience in my reality.
It was gonna get to a point where I was finna start harassing you.
I don't have to force or do anything to manifest.
So what is something that you've noticed that is more clear to you now than it was before?
I remember I don't have to create anything new.
Take your time, don't answer too fast.
Already exists. I remember reality reflects my awareness. I remember my inner state shapes my outer experience. I remember what I accept as true becomes my experience.
Hey, goddess.
Reality is responding to me at all times. I remember my awareness selects my experience. I remember nothing exists outside of my awareness. I remember all I have to do is change the story. I remember that since I am awareness, I can just decide I have my desires. I remember doubt is a response from the old self-concept. I remember the 3D is a reflection, not the source. I remember I don't need to react to appearances.
That I am the operant power in my reality. I get to decide who and what I want in it.
I remember
Also, not giving energy to things I don't want in my reality.
I remember I don't have to check for proof.
So you've been listening, huh?
I remember
Stillness over talking back to the voices in my head.
I remember.
Because what are thoughts?
By the 3D.
Right?
I remember.
Are they good or bad?
I am the authority of my reality.
Are thoughts good or bad?
I remember. I am not my thoughts. I am the one who is aware of them.
Neutral.
I am not my emotions. I am the one who is aware
Just
of them.
information. Not good.
Awareness
Not
is
bad.
the only constant.
Just neutral information.
I remember everything I experience is happening within me.
You assign meaning to them. Absolutely.
I remember.
Absolutely.
Thoughts come and go, but I remain.
You heard that? Thoughts come and go,
remember.
but I remain.
Emotions pass, but I remain.
Emotions pass, but I remain.
I remember. I can observe without reacting. I remember. I can allow everything to be without resistance. I remember. I am the space. Everything appears within.
Yep.
I remember. I am awareness itself. I remember that stillness creates space. I remember non-interference creates momentum. I remember that I am all that is.
I changed my body decision. Instead of saying I have decided I have my ideal appearance, physique, and style, on this new decision page, I put, I have decided my physique gets better and better every day, which even if I never write any decisions about my body again, it's going to keep getting better and better every single day. So it's like something I can just turn it on and I don't have to worry about turning it off or restarting it or re-solidifying it in my self-concept. It just keeps going. It keeps going and keeps going.
This is your brain when you're struggling to focus. And this is your brain when you're in the
YouTube.
zone.
When you enter the world of conscious manifesting, you forget how literal the term itself is.
I've been using this analogy that my reality is a Sims game where I get to control everything in it. Oh yeah, I like that. Also for the decision pages, do you reread them occasionally or nah, not really? Maybe like if I'm walking out the door and I just intuitively feel like taking a glance at it, I'll just stop for a couple seconds and then look at it. But I'm not taking really my time out to go reread it because for what? I'm living it, you know? I'm living it. If I want to spend time with my desire, I'm living it. You know what I'm saying? Hi, timing. It gets to a point, right, where you have to stop fantasizing and you have to start noticing pieces of your desires in your reality, because there is always a piece of your desire in your reality. Always. And if you put your eyes on it, more is going to come. If you hold it in your awareness, more is going to come. I promise you that. So it gets to a point, that's why I don't do techniques. Because people go back and do that. They go reread, they do it because they think it's going to bring it faster, right? They do it because they keep separating themselves from it. When you make the decision and you get out of the way of the decision, there is no separation. You made the decision. So there's nothing else to do after you've already made the decision. Remember, there's no work to do after you decide. No work to do. If you want to reread them, do it for your amusement, for just vibes, for ease, for whatever. Like, don't do it because you feel like you need to, right? That's what I want y'all to understand. Decision page is not a technique. I made the decision and I got the fuck out of the way of it. I trusted everything that happened after that decision. I think doing techniques to get something is operating from a place of lack. Yep. Yep. You got it right. Hi, Sheila. I've been practicing deciding more. And honestly, I stopped all techniques. It's pointless now. Yes, ma'am. Yes, madam. Once you get to this point, shit starts changing really fast. That's why I only do visualization, because it's fun and it makes me excited for my manifestation. Exactly. I love a little visual. Wow. Hi, Megan. I've been doing your blind faith experiment and I feel myself becoming more peaceful. Yes. Going to do therapy and after I'll call. All right, boo. I should be off my live by the time you're done.
It's quite literally.
Like mine's clearer and it's like my mind is clearer and it's easier for me to fall asleep.
And the truth is,
ooh. You know, I did put a do nothing session audio on here too for those who are interested in that. It's just it's not the music in the background to help you focus. It's just like a breeze. Like it's like I'm gonna play it. Hold on. YouTube. There we go. It's just this.
Sit here. No fixing, no changing, no reaching or anything. Just be. You don't need to become awareness. You already are. Before the thoughts, before the reactions, before the need to understand anything, you are here. Aware, and that is enough. Thoughts may come, sensations may arise, emotions may move through your body, but let them. Don't organize them, don't label them, and don't try to make sense of them. Just let them pass, because they always do. You don't follow them, you don't fight them, you don't replace them, and you don't attach yourself to them.
Yes. So I want y'all, anytime y'all do a do nothing session and you're finding it very hard to be silent and just sit still in silence, play that, right? Or you can play an instrumental. It's totally up to you. I do my do nothing sessions in pure silence. Okay? It's just, I love it. I love it. I eat it up. I eat it up like Takis. I don't eat Takis anymore, but you get the gist. Once you know and embody that you're God, that's all the self-concept you need for real. Exactly, Aria. Queen spitting the gems. Queen is spitting the gems. Low-key just been binging your content. Oh, thank you. Let's see. Yeah, I listen to it in the morning and just focus on my breathing. Oh, that eats. I just need to work on my self-concept because I understand manifestation now. The work is in the work is in life. The work is not going to be sitting down and doing something, an activity. The work is in living life and saying no to what you don't want. That's it. And saying yes to what you do want. That's it. Because I used to try to sit down and do self-concept work. Ooh, bless you, Stinky. I used to try to do, self-concept work. And I used to be like, okay, like, what are the qualities that I want? What are the characteristics that I want? And I would be like, okay, I am intelligent. I am wise. I am intuitive. I am blank. I am blank. And I'm like, okay, now what do I do? That I wrote down what kind of self-concept I want. Right? But the attributes, the characteristics within these self-concepts are not going to come out unless you are in a situation where they need to be applied. How do you know that you are wise? Unless you're in a situation where you have to utilize your wisdom. How do you know that you are confident? Unless you are in a situation in real life where you have to exercise your confidence and certainty. Right? How do you know that you are a master manifester? Well, a master manifester is not going to keep doing techniques and going back and redeciding and refiguring it out and doing the same shit over and over and over and over and over again. Right? You do not know that you are these characteristics. You do not know that you are these personality traits until you are put in the real life experience to express these characteristics. So that's why when people are like, oh, self-concept, I got to work on my self-concept. Well, what are you doing to work on your self-concept? What does self-concept work look like to you? To me, self-concept work is living real life, being in real situations, right? And being put in a position, right, to make a decision that is aligned with your desired self-concept that you wrote down in your journal, right? The self-concept work is not in the journal. The self-concept work is not on YouTube. The self-concept work is in real life. Reacting to real situations. That's where self-concept work starts and ends. Remember that. You stop the techniques just following my heart. Okay, Magenta Dragon. I know that's right. Going to do things. Oh, wait, I already read that. Let's see. Oh, and it's gotten so much easier for me to meditate anytime I want deeply. Ooh. I like that. I've been binging you and this Creator K videos. Yeah, anytime I'm learning something new or I'm trying to solidify or, gain more expertise, I limit my consumption to 1 to 2 people, right? That align with me the most. I told my SP, I've been manifesting that I don't care about the 3D because he says we can't be together right now. He says it does in regards to how someone's feeling, etc. Well, why would you tell your SP that you're manifesting? Why would you tell your SP anything? Why don't you just stop trying to control and manipulate and over clarify yourself? You trigger yourself when you try to over explain yourself, when you try to prove that something works to someone, when you try to get someone to see where you're coming from instead of just showing them where you're coming from. Right? Low-key, I just been binging your content. Period. Say no to what you don't want. Say yes to what you like. That's self-concept work. That's literally self-concept work. Saying no and saying yes. Does the feeling of missing something or someone mess up your manifestation? No. That makes sense. Yes. Learning self-trust. It feels so nice and safe. I know that I'm going to be okay. Yep. Self-trust is the only thing that got me to where I am right now. Like, regardless of the feelings, the triggers, the frustrations, the mistakes, right? The stressing, the spiraling, the reacting. Like, regardless of all of that, I trusted myself to be able to make it to the other side because I know that emotions and triggers are storms. They come and they fucking go. I will never make a permanent decision based off of a temporary emotion, a temporary trigger, a temporary circumstance. I will never make a permanent decision. I will never accept it as true if I know for a fact that I've already made a decision. Good thing I have my notebook because I'm writing these down. LOL. Good. So if you want self-concept work, right? Thank you, Goddess. Love you so much. If you want to do self-concept work, put yourself in the position to express the characteristic, right? So let's say you want to add to your self-concept that you always get free things when you go shopping, right? Go shopping. It don't even matter if it's at the Dollar Tree, a restaurant. Go somewhere where there's a merchant. If you don't go shopping, how will you know that you get free things when you go shopping? Let's say you want to add to your self-concept. Every room I walk in, people are looking at me. People are always giving me attention. Well, if you stay in your room and only your room forever and ever and ever, how are you going to find out if people are staring at you? You don't go anywhere. You don't do anything. What rooms are you even walking in? So that's why I say the work is not in the journal. The work is not in the subliminal. The work is not in the audio reprogramming thing. The work is not in it's not anywhere except for in the present moment, wherever you are and whenever you are. You have to be present in order to do the self-concept work. Not the AI summary, a discussion on manifesting self-concepts through life experiences. Good job. That was a good summary. Very good summary. So yeah, your self-concept also, I want y'all to understand, it is ever changing. You will never finally get to one identity. You will never finally get to one self-concept. I want you to understand, the second that you get fully all those characteristics that you have, another one's going to be added. Because guess what? You're constantly growing, you're constantly living, you're constantly experiencing life, right? So you are going to constantly change who you are in response to what you are receiving. The more that you receive, the more that you change. The more that you change, the more that your self-concept and your identity change. So it's never going to stay one self-concept. So I don't want y'all to think, well, I have to nail this self-concept before I try to do this. No, you don't. You just have to follow your fulfillment. What do I want to feel? What do I want to do? What lights me up inside? What electrifies me? What takes me to another place when I do it, when I think about it, when I'm near it, when I'm experiencing it? You follow that. Okay? When your self-concept is up there, you'll want to go out and be seen because you'll have the confidence. Exactly. You'll want to spark conversations with people. There's much you'll want to do. I was just about to say that self-concept can evolve every day based on your experience. Exactly. And will always. You will always. There was a self-concept that you wanted so bad when you were 18. But now that you're 22, completely different. Now that you're 25, completely different. Standards completely different. Now that you're 27, whole nother person. Whole nother set of desires. Whole nother set of focuses. Everything that you thought that you wanted when you were 18, completely different. Now that you're 30, completely different set of standards. Like, I want y'all to understand that you are going to be changing forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. But my 3D is showing otherwise. Low-key trying to trust myself. I said I've decided that I'm debt-free and get money randomly, but my 3D is showing otherwise. Okay, so what advice would I give you? What does the 3D have to do with anything? Why would you even say but? There is no but. But what? But fucking what? There is no but. There is no but. You are flip-flopping and you are going back and forth. You are weeble and wobbling. You quite literally just said, I said I've decided that I'm debt-free and get money randomly. That's the end of the sentence. That's the end of the sentence. Do you understand? Do you understand that that was the end of the sentence and not the shit that you added after that? Good. I don't want to hear but I don't want to hear that shit no more. I want to hear what you want to happen. Because you constantly saying, but this is happening, but this is happening, but my 3D, but, that's keeping you in the very state that you don't want to be in. Do you understand that? Stop it. Stop the but. Stop the but. It's fucking irrelevant. Stop saying I'm trying. Stop saying hopefully, probably, maybe, someday, hopefully, God willing. Stop. You don't say that in here. What do you want? That's what you say. You tell me the story that you want to happen. This room right here is an amplifier. There is no but. There are no circumstances that fucking matter. There are no circumstances or experiences that are more powerful than the fact that you are source, God, awareness, consciousness, expressing as a human experience. I tell you every day how powerful you are, because I know how powerful you are, because you are a reflection of me. We are all reflections of each other. So if I can manifest like fucking crazy, so can you. The only difference between me and you is I pay dust to the 3D. I don't give a fuck what's going on in the 3D. I don't say but. Hi, April. There is no exception. There is no obstacle. If I made a decision, then that is it. You're right. I can't forget my power as source. Don't tell me what you can't do. Tell me what you want to do. Don't say any more negatives. Don't say, I can't do this. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't. I don't give a fuck. Tell me what you enjoy doing. Thank you, April. Tell me what you want to do. Tell me what you like to do. Right? Tell me about your wants, your desires. I don't want to hear what you shouldn't do and what you I don't give a fuck. I don't care anymore. I want to make money passively. What does that feel like? What emotions does that make you feel? Give me some suggestions for how to write my body affirmation for my decision page. I only make it this simple. I have decided my physique gets better and better every day. Simple and dimple. I don't complicate nothing. And then in the one where I manifested my desired body, I said, I have decided I have my ideal appearance, physique, and style. I don't complicate shit. Complicated for what? It don't have to be all loopy-doopy. It don't have to be poetic. It don't have to be like a song. It doesn't have to be impressive. Who the fuck am I trying to impress? Right? As simple as I can make it, that's as simple as it's going to be. You can quite literally just say, I have decided I have my ideal body. That's it. You don't have to make it all, fuck all of that. Fuck all the words. Fuck the words. Because really, you don't even need to write it down. I like to write it down and hang it up on my door just because. I don't know. It's an inspired action. I don't really have a reason for why I like it. I just like it and I do it. I don't question why I like it. I just like it and I do it. And that's how you need to do. Thank you, Lifeline. Hey, Jazz. I don't question my inspired action. I don't question why I want something. I don't question why I like something. I don't question my urge to do something. I just lean in. You want to know how I manifest so fast? Because when it comes to inspired action, when it comes to inspired thought, when it comes to intuition, I'm fucking listening. Hi, Araya. I see some papers on the wall. Oh, yes. Those are my long-term goals. I'm not going to expose those yet because y'all are a part of those. Okay? There's a big event that I'm planning. A big event. I'm talking thousands of people event that's on that wall. Mind your business. I'm just kidding. I also stick my decision papers on my wall. Ha ha ha. Yes, as you should. Always follow your higher excitement in life. It will lead you to everything you want. Yes, whatever lights you up inside. You should ask yourself why. Queen, I need to ask you some. I was the one with the ex hookup question. Go ahead, ask me, babe. They want the affirmation to sound like an ancient scroll. Yeah, it don't have to be all of that. The more simple it is, the more easy it is for you to wrap your head around it, you know? And and us. Do you create self-concept audio based on life, money, career, love? I can. I sure can. Let me screenshot this so I can make some tonight. I can't wait to see it happen for you. Thank you, Jazz. Let's see. I want to make sure I didn't miss nobody's comment. That's how I feel. Happy, free, and stable. All right. Well, that's all you need to focus on. Whatever activities make you feel happy, free, and stable, whether that means going for a walk without worrying about anything that's going on, any appointments you got, anywhere you got to be, whether that is going to a dance class, whether that is knitting, whether that is just sitting in a field, whatever that is, what makes you feel happy, free, and stable? It don't matter what's going on in the circumstances. Do the thing that makes you feel happy, free, and stable, and more of that will come. More of that will manifest. More of that will show up in your reality because you are holding the happiness, the freeness, and the stability in your attention, in your awareness. I want to buy a tiny house this year. Start making a list for your furniture. Start figuring out what contractor you need to help you. It's time to start doing the thing that you need to do to prepare for the thing. Who are you going to be when it's time to receive it? That's my question to myself. Who am I going to be when it arrives? Who am I going to be when it arrives? That's what I work on. Because it's a fucking waste of time working on getting the thing if I've already decided that I have the thing. Now I need to figure out who I am going to be when the thing comes. I love earning more than enough money. Ooh, I like that. No, some data. You are funny as hell. Yes. Can we get a 3D, 4D workshop? 3D, 4D workshop. What do you mean? What do you mean a 3D, 4D workshop? What kind of context are you looking for? Oh, Lifeline, thank you. Is there such thing as a law of detachment when it comes to manifesting? I feel like my stuff comes faster when I just say what I want and never speak on it again. Well, yes. I don't put a name on it, though. I just say non-interference. Everybody calls it something different. It's really as simple as I make a decision and I don't interfere with the decision. So some people might call that law of detachment. Some people call that law of whatever. Law. How about make a decision and don't interfere with the decision? Don't contradict the decision. That's it. It's that simple. If y'all want to go and learn all this other shit, I'm not going to stop you. But when it comes to what I teach, it's simple. I strip that shit down. It's not fucking complicated. There's no laws. It's just, I am source God. I make a decision. I don't interfere with that decision. I am source God. I make a decision. I don't interfere with that decision. I am source God. I make a decision. I don't interfere with that decision. That's it. That's it. Because the more, and it's amazing to be an intellectual. I'm an intellectual myself. That's how I got here. I read all the books. I watched the documentaries. I went to a couple of the seminars, right? I joined a couple of groups, bought a couple of mentorships. And within 3 months of isolation, self-reflection, making decisions, getting out of the way of the decisions, I learned more than I have in 10 fucking years. So I'm just showing you the direct route. Now you can take a bridge, you could take a highway, you could take a road trip, you could get on a plane and get on a 13, 14-hour flight. That's none of my business. I'm not teaching you that. I'm teaching you it's right here, right now. It's not anywhere. There's nowhere that you need to go. There's no task that you need to do. Right? Thank you, Marty. There's nothing that you need to do. What happened during the 10 years? What were you up to? Learning. I'm an intellect. I thirst for knowledge. I love it. It gives me a rush. I like to learn. I like to travel. I will travel to learn. I will travel to learn from someone. I'm just an intellectual, truly, honestly. And it's been since I was a child. Reading books on a playground instead of playing hopscotch. Like, I am a thirsty bitch when it comes to knowledge. I love that shit. I read every single day. Right? And so because I educate myself so violently, I'm telling you that it's not that many books in the world to tell you what you could quite literally do within seconds, which is make a decision. The Quran, the Bible, the Watchtowers, the spiritual books. It's all crutches. Everything outside of self is a crutch. If it's something outside of you and you are relying on it, it is a crutch. The glamour magic, the love spells, the witchcraft, all of it is crutches. If something calls to you intuitively, feel free to do it. But I'm telling you, it is a crutch if you rely on it to get a result. I'm never going to teach you anything else. I'm never going to complicate it more than making a decision, getting the fuck out of the way of decision, and showing up to receive it. I'm never going to make it more complicated than that, because it's not more complicated than that. It's never going to be more complicated than that. The only way that it's going to be more complicated than that is if you make it more complicated than that. It is a choice to complicate the process. Okay? Humans came up with laws to help us understand the concepts. We weren't meant to let them limit us. Precisely. Precisely. Thank you so much for being this real. My pleasure. I'm just trying to make life a little easier for y'all. OMG, ever thought about rapping? I have. My brother's trying to get me in a studio with him. He has a studio, and I just have to find my sound. Like, how do I want to, am I going to rap like Meg? Right? Am I going to rap like Lil Kim? Like, am I going to rap grimy? Am I going to rap like Doja when I'm like, because I like to play with my voice too. And I have a really, I can speak really deeply. Like, I have a really deep voice when I want it to be. Right? But I have a very animated and playful voice too. Like, and I'm a weird girl. I'm very like Doja. Like, that's like how my mind works. I'm just thicker. Shut up. You said that, not me. You are them and they are you, LOL. Rap how it comes out. Yeah, I'm going to rap like Ema. I'm going to rap like Ema. Yes, thickness. Your voice always makes me feel calm. Yes. I like to play with my voice. I like to play with accents. Like, I can talk like this and it'll be really simple. But I feel like people from there would be knowing, like, I'm taking a piss. They'd know, like, I'm not from there, you know? So it's like, what do you do? And then I can talk like this. Because, like, what you mean? Fuck nigga. Fuck you talking about? I used to be a theater kid, so that's really why I'm really good at different accents in general. Like, my normal voice, hold on, let me get my normal speaking voice. This is how I talk on a normal. I don't really have any intonation. I took linguistics classes in college, so I have a very baseline voice, and you can't really tell where I'm from. Duality. Try an Asian accent. Haha, I'm Asian. Honestly, that's one that I don't really know how to do. Not they restricted my... See, they restricted me because I said fuck it. We have way too much in common. I will randomly burst out in accents. So if you do that, absolutely. I'm trying to can you answer my question, please? I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do now. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me scroll up so I can see it. I have a cousin that loves it when I do a British accent. It's so fun. Let's see. Let me scroll up. So unfortunately, I told him we could meet up. Now he last minute canceled. Should I still tell him I don't want a casual hookup? I'm not giving you advice because you didn't listen to me. So you just showed me that nothing I say matters. You're going to do what you want to do anyway. And you already know what I'm going to tell you to do. So don't ask me. Don't ask me. You've already made up your mind and what you're going to do because you've already committed to doing the opposite of what I told you last time. And I don't like repeating myself. You know what I'm going to tell you to do. You just want validation. So I'm not going to give you that validation. You have to find it within this time. Low-key want to be a vampire. Find a vampire to bite you. OMG, you ever thought about, oh yeah. Humans came up with laws to help us understand the concepts. We weren't meant to let them limit us. Exactly. Also know that nothing is outside of you. Exactly. We are all so limitless. You can literally turn into a unicorn if you say so. Precisely. No wonder your poem was so wise, even at a small age. Oh, thank you, Mari. Learning spirituality in general. What happened during the 10 years? Oh, yeah. That's what I was doing. Everything is always giving. Explaining the 3D and 4D and how the quantum realm plays into manifestation. Sure, let me screenshot that. And I will see if I can put together a workshop for you. When you know you are source, you are the law. Therefore, you don't need laws. Tell him, Megan. Life was so much easier when it ain't have a title anyway. And that's why I say strip yourself of all of the laws. Strip yourself of what everyone is telling you to do and move based on what feels good to decide. Okay? I be forgetting about what I decide sometimes. And whenever you forget, that means it worked. I feel like stuff comes faster when I just say what I want and never speak on it again. Yep. Let's see. Go look for house inspo on Pinterest. Yep. April, you hear Shamark? Shamark said go look for house inspo on Pinterest. Put it together. Put the list together. I was listening to QD meditation, got results suddenly. YouTube took down the video. Oh, damn. Me doing all those things. Let's see. Feeling more and more comfortable leaving. Good. Hi, she rebuilds after 50. How you feeling today? I'd feel happy, free, and stable when I make money passively. Oh, wait. I already read that. I think I'm going too far up. Okay, there we go. I think I caught up on all the questions. Now, let me come down here. Are your eyes natural color? No, this is a filter. It's called Pure Eyes. I love QD meditations. I also got some results from just listening to that channel. Okay, cutie. Thank you, goddess, for the chili. Let's see. I accidentally scroll. You're good, boo. Ema, you would be a good vampire. You're very charismatic. I would be a good vampire, honestly. I feel like I can shapeshift. Let's just say that. No, I'm going to do it. I promise. I was in a desperate place. Well, where do you want to be now? Let's walk together. Let's walk together. Because I want you to see where I'm saying. I want you to see what I'm saying. Where do you want to be? You asked me a question. I gave you what I would do. You did the opposite. So why do you feel like what I'm going to say is going to change anything? I want to know, why do you feel so confident that if I give you advice for the second time, even though you didn't take it the first time, right? What makes you think that you are going to take my advice now? What awakened you in your spiritual journey? Depression. Depression. I do have a Pinterest folder named Village Tiny Home. Oh, I love that. And I'm not saying that you have to go through depression in order to awaken, right? But that's just how my path started. Like I was so depressed that I started to question the purpose of life. And then I Googled it. And then, I was about 15 when I Googled it for the first time. And that's when my journey started. Because I was like, what the fuck am I even doing here? Like, why am I even alive? What is this? What is happening? What am I breathing in? Why? What is this? Where am I? Right? It forced me to be like, what is the point of living if I'm going to feel this pain? Because I don't want to take actions from a desperate place anymore. And I know that's what you teach. All right. Okay. Okay, honey bunny. I like where this is going. Well, first things first, like I said, I don't manifest SPs. I don't affirm for them. I don't do techniques for them. I don't do anything to get an SP. Okay? So if you're looking for a technique or a way to get an SP, I'm not going to teach you that. What I'm going to teach you and have been teaching you is that what you're holding your awareness multiplies. Okay? It spreads like a virus. What you allow continues. Okay? And when you make a decision, the fastest way for it to manifest is to decide and do not interfere with the decision. What you did was interfering. You said, okay, even though I want a healthy, loving, committed relationship, I'm going to give him something shallow to perform closeness and make me feel closer to him. He wants to just hook up and not a relationship. I'm going to give that to him because it's going to give me the concept of closeness, not real, authentic closeness, where he is telling me, I want what you want. I want this to work. I love you. I cherish you. I embrace you. I take you serious. I want you to succeed. I want this love to succeed. I want to be together and I want to work through this together. Instead, you said a crumb. I wanted a whole loaf of bread. I'll take the crumb though. That's what happened. The only way that you are going to get your self-concept to where it needs to be is when you say no to what you don't want and you stop lying to yourself. It's okay to be embarrassed, baby. I done accepted some very questionable treatment. Okay? You ain't even got nothing on my past self. Baby, I was trifling. Okay? You ain't got accepting a hookup is nothing compared to what I was about to accept. I almost got my stepmama license with a guy who didn't give a fuck about me. He didn't give a fuck about me. Okay? My stepmama license. I know it's a long story. I'm not going to tell it right now. But just know, my self-concept used to be in the shitter. Okay? So let's talk about self-concept work, right? Shamark and I, me and Shamark were discussing earlier in this live what that looks like. Because Shamark said that they were working on their self-concept too. So we're going to spin the block, okay? I really need you to listen to this. Self-concept work doesn't happen in your journal. It doesn't happen in mirror work. It doesn't happen when you're listening to subliminals. It doesn't happen when you're doing the audio reprogramming. Self-concept work. Actually, before I even tell you what self-concept work is, let me tell you this. So here's what I need you to understand. You keep trying to rush me to give you an answer, but what I'm quite literally doing is telling you what the fuck to do. Because you're desperate. So listen, you need to be writing this shit down so that you don't have to keep asking the same questions over and over again, because you're not retaining it. I don't know what it is. You're not like, it's not staying. I'm not sugarcoating shit. And just to let y'all know, I'm not nice. I'm not fucking nice. I'm kind. I'm not fucking nice. I'm doing this shit for free because I'm fucking kind. But if I'm telling you what the fuck to do, you need to fucking listen. And don't rush me to give you some desperate ass, simplified, oversimplified ass answer. Because the first time that I tried to give you a simple answer, you didn't listen. So just be patient. Listen to what I'm saying. Get a pen or pencil or get your laptop out. Take notes. Self-concept work. And by just to let you know, don't do either one of them decisions. I don't give a fuck about any of that other shit you talk about. Listen to what I'm saying. It's not in the journal. It's not in texting him something. It's not in trying to prove that you don't need him to him. Fuck off. Fuck him. Block him for all I fucking care. I don't really give a fuck what you do in regards to him, but you need to listen to what I'm saying because you need to do this for you. Self-concept work does not happen in your journal. It doesn't happen on YouTube listening to subliminals. It doesn't happen listening to affirmation tapes. It doesn't happen doing mirror work. It doesn't happen. Self-concept work happens when you say no to what you don't want in real time, in real life, in real experience. And you say yes to what you do want in real time, in real life, in real experience. That is the only way that you are going to change your self-concept. Do you understand what I'm saying? So self-concept, see, you would have been doing self-concept work if you would have not texted him. You would have been doing self-concept work if you would have told him what you wanted when I told you to tell him what you wanted. But you didn't do that. Instead of doing self-concept work by saying no to what you don't want, you did the opposite. Okay? So in regards to your SP, do nothing. Do nothing, do nothing. Nothinng. Donothinng. Listen, nothing. Now, if you come back in my live broadcast and you tell me, I did this, I did that, and I fucked it up, oh well, you're not getting any more advice from me. I want you... We're gonna shift the frequency. We're gonna shift the energy now, okay? I'm gonna get gentle. For the next 7 days, I want you to feel good, okay? I want you to feel pleasure. I want you to have fun. I want you to find as many ways as possible to do nothing, whether that's making a hand painting, whether that's knitting, whether that's going for a walk, whether that's climbing a tree and sitting in it, whether that's going to go sit in a pool, whether that's going and masturbating, whatever that looks like. Do nothing. Do pleasure. Do ease. Do fun. What this is doing, hi Brendis, what this is doing, it's recalibrating your nervous system into believing that nothing is wrong, nothing is missing, everything is all right. Let's spin the block. For the next 7 days, hold on, let me put this right here. For the next 7 days, I want you to do nothing in regards to your desire. I want you to do fun. I want you to do pleasure. I want you to do rest. I want you to do things that feel easy. I want you to do things that feel good. Do you understand? Yes? Now, why do I want you to do things that feel good, feel easy, feel fun? Why do I want you to do that? What is that going to do? Take your time. Return to myself. Ooh, I like that. To know that everything is okay regardless. Beautiful. 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 So because you are putting yourself in a state of non-fight or flight, because you are putting yourself in a state of fun, pleasure, ease, and yumminess, you are holding that state in your awareness. Now, what happens when you hold that state in your awareness? What happens when you hold anything in your awareness? What happens to the thing that you're holding your awareness? Beautiful. You experience more of that. I like it. I like it. So, what if the 3D triggers you? What happens? What do you do then? Do you argue with the 3D? No. See? You got it down. Really? You got it down. There is no part of manifestation that you do not know. So it's not that you don't know enough, right? It's not that you need to watch more manifestation videos, right? Y'all want to know when shit was manifesting rapidly every day when it first started happening? I took all social media off my phone except for Reddit and YouTube. And the only reason I had YouTube was because I was studying something. But it had nothing to do with manifestation. I took it all off. I journaled whenever I felt the need to get on social media. I wrote down my thoughts. I did not have any intention of forcing anything or doing any techniques. This was when I first developed the blind faith experiment, right? I took all social media off my phone. I stopped looking at consuming content, specifically manifestation content, and I got a life. First of all, my screen time was down, but that's neither here nor there. What happened during that time was due to the fact that I wasn't holding in my awareness how to get this, how to manifest this fast, how to get that fast, how to manifest this, how to. Because I no longer consumed and tried to figure out and planned and schemed and strategized on how to get it, my nervous system, or better yet, my self-concept, my identity, was forced to focus on something else. It was forced to hold something else in my awareness. Right? It was forced to hold in my awareness what I do have, who I am being, what I am doing. And more of that popped up in my reality. I'm not telling you not to watch any content, not to read any books, not to go to any seminars. Do it. It's for a reason. You learning is one of the most amazing privileges in this world. But when it comes to conscious manifesting, you already know how to do it. The only reason that I look at content these days is to experience another perspective. Not to experience the right way to do something. To enjoy another's world. To experience another's world and mind and universe and perception. Every single last one of y'all who have posted a comment in this live stream, knows how to manifest quickly. It's not the knowledge that's the problem here. It is the fear of getting out of the way. It is the fear of letting go of the old circumstances, the old ideologies, the old self-concept, right? Oh my goodness, we hit 12K. Ooh, ooh. Hold on, I gotta do my sound effects. How do I do it? Sound effects. Period. Thank you guys. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, thank you for the pop. So let's look at these comments because I don't need them since I am source. Exactly. They are not even separate from you. Oh, you're talking about subliminal playlists. Yeah. If you want to delete your subliminal playlists, you can delete them. Like, honestly, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I have not listened to a subliminal in a very long time. I don't have nothing against subliminals. I quite like subliminals, but I don't use subliminals because I don't have the inspired urge or action to use subliminals. Because I've adapted the identity and the self-concept that my decision is law, you know? And what about these subconscious reprogramming audios that I create, right? You want to know what these audios actually are? These are journal entries, right? These are love letters to myself, to my past self from my present self. These are reminders, if anything. I call them reminders. I'm just reminding myself. I'm not trying to become awareness. I'm not trying to become a master manifester. I'm reminding myself that I already am. So that's what I use subconscious reprogramming audios for. As far as reminders. I don't think that there is anything that you need, though. That's what I need y'all to understand. Make the decision. Make the decision. What do you do after you make a decision, y'all? I was using them a lot because I was so desperate. That was me too. I would force myself to listen to them every night, even though I didn't want to. You get out of the way. You let it go. Nothing. Yes, you go live your life. You go get a hobby. You take up fencing. You take up archery. Do something. Do something. Because when your desire arrives and you still have that self-sabotaging ass self-concept, it's not even going to matter. Because you're going to fuck up the manifestation anyway. Or you might keep the manifestation, but you won't be able to enjoy it because you have that same shitty ass self-concept. Imagine manifesting the love of your life and you're still insecure, you're still desperate, you're still afraid. You can't even enjoy the love. You can't enjoy the love because the old self-concept is still running the show. So that's why we work on self-concept. Imagine having a broke mindset and a fearful mindset around money and you manifest $8 billion. Will you be able to enjoy that money the way you want to if you are fearful, desperate still, in a state of survival, fight or flight? Can you enjoy the billions of dollars? Or are you going to have anxiety every time you spend that money? Are you going to stop trusting people because now you're a billionaire, right? You're not going to be able to enjoy it. So manifesting the money, the career, the SP, it's not going to matter. It's not even going to mean anything. You're going to fuck it up. If you keep the old self-concept, it's going to push it away. It doesn't feel like it deserves the thing that you want. It doesn't feel safe to have all that money. It doesn't feel safe to be loved in that way. It doesn't feel safe enough to be vulnerable in a connection. It doesn't feel safe enough to trust someone. It doesn't feel safe enough to be abundant and wealthy. And because it doesn't feel safe, you can manifest it and 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 manifest it. And you're going to keep losing it and losing it and losing it and losing it and losing it. Because you don't feel safe with it. You don't feel like you deserve it. And so that's why I say the worst fucking thing you could do is manifest exactly what you want with your old self-concept. So instead of trying to manifest the thing, what do we work on, y'all? Thank you, goddess. What do we work on? Put it in the chat. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Yes, opulencia. Yes, Sarah. Yes. Yes. That is the door. That is the door to your desires. That is the door to rapid manifestation. That is the door to instant manifestation. Not me saying ourselves. It's the same thing, Bookie. we understood what you meant. So I want y'all to start coming in here. And the second that you have a question, I want you to make a statement. Every time you have a question, I want you to make a statement. Okay? I want you to say, I am aware that. I am aware that. And I want you to use your imagination. That wild, wild thing you got up here. That limitless, infinite, eternal thing you got up here. That wild, wild thing. I want you to use it. I am aware that there are 500,000 subscribers waiting to find me, looking for me, searching for me. I am aware that I have 3 million subscribers. I am aware. Matter of fact, do it right now. What are you aware of? Everybody, put one decision that you want to be aware of. I am aware of blank. What are you aware of? Hi, Sal. I am aware that I'm that bitch. Yes. What are you aware of? I am aware that I'm very lucky. Ooh, I like that one. I am aware that I am the creator of my reality. Ooh. I am aware of daily successful sales in my business. Daily. I am aware that I am a successful model. Okay, Erin. Okay, Erin. Show us a little chest. Show us a little chest. One of my favorite male models, I forget his name, but he did a backflip on the runway. He's dark skinned. He got locks now, I think. Very chiseled features. I am aware I have my rent money for next month and every month after that, Shy. Hello. That's why it's important to clarify the desire. You don't want your rent money for next month. I promise you. Reword that. I am aware I am reopening my design studio. It's already open, babe. So you should be aware that you are preparing your outfit for your grand opening. I am aware I am infinite potential. Jaguar. I like your words. I am aware that I'm the source of my ideal life. Ooh. Okay, Jay. I am aware that I'm not desperate anymore, period. Okay, yes, ma'am. Sorry, let me stop yelling. Alton Mason, yes, Alton Mason. That's him. Aaron, I am aware that you have surpassed Alton Mason. You have surpassed Alton Mason. I am aware, Aaron, that you are model of the year. Let's see here. Wallet overfloweth. Okay. I am aware that I don't have to try to have. Ooh, I like that. I am aware that I have my desired body and am living my desired life. Simple dimple. Simple dimple. There you go, Aaron. Yeah. We all just put it into the ethers for you. So you might as well prepare for the day that you get signed. Okay? If you're not already signed. Yeah. Don't prepare to try to become a model. Prepare because you already are a model. Prepare for a debut. It's time to start planning. You getting invited to the Cannes Film Festival. You getting invited to the Grammys. You getting invited to the Emmys. You got places to go. You got places to be. Look at how busy Olandria is. Look at how busy Olandria is after Love Island. I'm signed now, just the bookings. Okay. Get you a bag together so that you can take to every single booking. You're going to be busy. You're going to need makeup wipes. You're going to need hydration. You're going to need snacks, fiber bars, protein bars, change of clothes, a quick little mini skincare kit. You know how to carry on the airplanes? Get ready because you're going to be busy. You might even need to subscribe to Uber Plus because you're going to be that needed. Get you a calendar together so that you can start putting all your bookings on them. Get in the mindset of somebody who is so overwhelmed with all the bookings. Clear the era. Clear the era. Okay? I like to do that. I be playing this little game. I'm so overwhelmed with blank. I'm so overwhelmed with all these bookings. I'm so overwhelmed with all these clients. I'm so overwhelmed with all these blessings that I have. Like, it's so crazy. I asked for it and now I'm just like, woo, let me slow down. That's where you need to be, up here. And out here. Okay? You need to be thinking big. Low-key, just be maladaptive daydreaming. I'm signed. Wait, I already read that. And don't forget us, Erin. Yeah, don't forget us, Erin. I would love an invite to your first show. Your first show in New York Fashion Week. I can make a quick trip. Amen. Doing that now. There we go. You want to know something funny? Zoheb, who is one of my favorite... I can't even call him a client. He was just one of the community members. He's in Europe and he became a model after watching my content and coaching. So we worked on it for, I believe, 6 months. And he is officially a signed model and he's doing an amazing job. He's like androgynous. Yeah. He ate and still eats. But every now and then he comes in here. Y'all will see him. Y'all see him at some point. He be jet setting. I can't keep up with him. Okay? He be jet setting. That boy be gone. Let's see here. But ladies and gentlemen, that closes our chapter for the day. This live stream will be available by tonight. I will be downloading it and uploading it to YouTube. If you enjoyed this live stream, if you enjoyed this session, give me a follow. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. If you're a reader and you're an intellectual, I have a substack as well. And it is also called The Big Sticky Yes. All platforms, The Big Sticky Yes. If you are still struggling to understand, I have 2 free workshops that I've uploaded already, about 3-ish hours. One is for SPs and one is just for general manifestation. The next workshop that we will be having is going to be on May 17th, and it is going to be on money. All right. Ooh, excuse me. And then the one in June is going to be on self-concept. My pleasure, beautiful. See you later. How do you stop focusing on when and time? I just don't. I know that time is quite literally fucking fake. I know that it's quite literally made up. I don't care about a deadline. I don't care about an alive line. I don't care about what the clock say. I don't care about what the calendar say. I don't care about what anyone say. I don't care about what the government say. I don't care about what astrology say. Bye, honey bun. But yeah, all of the details that you need for any of my platforms, any of my offerings, if you're looking for a one-on-one, they're on sale right now from $333 to $111. So if you're interested, get it while it's hot because I don't know how much longer I'm going to have it this price. I move my prices intuitively. I don't know why I lowered it to $111. I just listened to myself and my inspired action. So when it's time for me to raise that price back up, it will be raised. Please know it. Please know it. Other than that, I have decided that you all will have an amazing rest of your day. I have decided that you all will wake up tomorrow to something amazing happening, something different, something changing. Maybe it's a feeling, maybe it's a thought, maybe it's a part of your self-concept, maybe it's someone giving you something, maybe it's someone coming back, maybe it's someone showing up. I have decided that you will receive it. I love you. I appreciate you. And I want you to do the same to you. All right? Have an immaculate day, guys. Bye.